It started with a sweet, cloying scent of milk in the dead of night. The result? A headless body, standing stiff in the middle of the road, waiting to follow you home. Hello? I'm Mr. Green Cap. Some hauntings are tied to a place. You leave, you live. But some hauntings are tied to you. They sit on the back of your motorcycle. They breathe down your neck, and no matter how fast you run, they are always one turn behind. Today, let's talk about the attachment. There was a young man we'll call Long. He was in his 20s, aimless, drifting through life like smoke. He had finished school, worked a factory job for a blink, and then stopped. He spent his days doing nothing and his nights in internet cafes in the city. One night, or rather early morning, Long was riding his motorcycle home. It was past 2 a.m. The ride was about 20 kilometers. He hit a stretch of national highway that runs alongside a massive dark river, and there, walking along the shoulder, he saw a girl. She was wearing a white dress. Long was moving fast, so at first, he just registered the white fabric fluttering in the wind. He didn't see ahead, but he assumed she was looking down, watching her feet. He zoomed past her, but something gnawed at him, a cold instinct. He glanced into his rearview mirror. He crashed. The bike slid out from under him, metal screeching on asphalt. He had looked back, and he had seen nothing. No head, no neck, just a white dress, the chest puffed out, walking stiffly, rhythmically forward. Long hit the ground hard, but he couldn't move. It wasn't the injury, it was paralysis, pure primal terror. He lay there, and he felt it coming. The body was walking towards him, stiff, silent. He scrambled up, adrenaline finally overriding the fear. He heaved his bike up, his limbs felt like water, and tore out of there. He checked the mirror one last time. Empty. The road was empty. He rode like a madman, fleeing towards the safety of his village. But as he rode, the air changed. He smelled something sweet, the cloying, milky scent of formula. He reached the turnoff for his village. He had to slow down to veer from the main highway onto the smaller dirt path. As he banked the bike, his peripheral vision caught a flash of white. She was there. Behind him, the headless girl in the white dress. He crashed again. This time he knew. She wasn't just on the road. She was attached to him. She lived behind him now. He crawled on his hands and knees, scraping skin off his palms, screaming as he scrambled towards his house. He didn't dare look back. He burst into his home, waking his parents at 2 a.m. "Mom, Dad, I saw something. My bike is at the village entrance and I can't go back. Get it for me." His parents looked at him. His face wasn't just pale, it was gray. His lips were turning purple. They knew immediately. This wasn't a prank, this was Yelu, a collision with the unclean. They went out. Typically parental courage. The father went to retrieve the bike. The mother stayed to tend to the boy, but the father hadn't even reached the bike when Long started screaming again. A guttural, animalistic shriek from inside the house. The mother ran back. Long was on the floor convulsing, thrashing like a fish on dry land. They didn't dare touch him. The mother called the village master, an old woman known for handling these things. The old woman arrived quickly, wearing red, the color of spiritual shielding. She brought a young assistant and a set of ritual drums. They began to chant and dance, a chaotic rhythm designed to intimidate spirits. Long vomited, a thick, dark bile. The convulsions stopped, but the shivering began. "Long," his mother asked, "what is it?" Long's eyes were glassy, staring at nothing. "Mom, I want to live. She wants to take me." The old woman and her assistant ramped up the noise, the drums beating a frantic tempo. Just then, the father returned. He walked in, face ashen. "I saw her. he whispered to his wife. "In the yard, under the tree, a girl in a white dress." "No head." The master didn't hesitate. She led her assistant into the yard, chanting aggressively, confronting the invisible intruder. Inside, Long told his mother the rest. "When you and Dad went out, she came into the living room. She told me, 'Since you found me, you're coming with me.'" As he spoke, he seized up again, eyes rolling back, foam bubbling at the mouth. Outside, the master's assistant, her own grandson, suddenly collapsed, screaming. It was chaos. Long's father drove them all to the hospital. The assistant died days later. Heart failure, the doctors said. But Long's mother knew better, and Long, he began to fade. He slept constantly. He stopped eating. He stopped drinking. He was slipping into a coma, not from injury, but from absence. 2 days of silence. His mother, desperate, found a monk from a nearby temple. The monk took one look at the boy and shook his head. "He is breathing here, but he is already there. Prepare the coffin." The coffin was bought. It sat in the yard, a heavy wooden promise of the end. But then, Long's aunt visited. She heard the story and snapped, "Why didn't you tell me? I know someone powerful." "Anyone," the mother sobbed. "Dead horse, live horse doctor, I don't care." "Enter Auntie The aunt called Auntie giving her the details. Auntie paused on the phone. "It's not that the ghost won't let him go," she said. "It's that Long doesn't want to come back." The mother was furious. "He was terrified. He wants to live." "I'll bring a friend," Auntie said. The next day, Auntie arrived with a woman named Sister Juan. Sister Juan didn't look at Long. She looked at the air. "The girl," she said nonchalantly, "died in the river. An accident. She fell in while playing. Her friends panicked and didn't tell anyone. She was in the water a long time. When they found her, the fish and the rocks had done their work. No head. She died young," Sister Juan continued. "Beautiful and unfinished. That creates the strongest resentment. She haunts that road, waiting." Long saw her. "That is Fen, a dark fate connecting them." "She's lonely," Sister Juan said. "And Long, part of him likes it there. We can pull his person back, but I can't promise his heart will follow." The family didn't care about his heart. They wanted his body breathing in that room. The ritual began. Sister Juan tied a small paper lotus to the tree in the yard. Auntie rang a copper bell, a sharp, piercing sound cutting through the night. They worked from dusk until 1 a.m. Suddenly, Long sat up. His mother grabbed him, weeping. Long looked at her blankly. "Where is this?" "Home. It's home." Long stood up and walked to the living room. He saw Auntie and Sister Juan. "Who are they?" "They brought you back." Long frowned. His face was still pale, lips white. "I was fine over there," he said. "But she dragged me back." He pointed at Sister Juan. "Mom," Long said tiredly, "make them go. I'm tired." He walked into his room without a thank you. He was different, cold. Sister Juan left with a cryptic warning. "Flowers bloom and flowers live. Flowers wither and flowers understand. Let nature take its course." The mother didn't understand. Long recovered. He ate. He laughed. The next day, he seemed even brighter than before his trauma. A week later, he asked his parents to go fishing. "The river," he said. "Let's go to the river." It had rained recently. The water was fast, but the parents were so happy to see him active. They agreed. They went to the exact river where the girl had died. The sun was shining. They fished. They ate lunch. Long talked about the future. "What kind of wife should I get? Mom, will you help raise my kids?" The parents beamed. Their son was back. Then Long stood up. "I need to pee." He walked to the riverbank. He didn't stumble. He didn't slip. He jumped. It was instant. The current took him before he even hit the surface. He vanished. They found his body the next morning. A month later, the mother visited Auntie again. Auntie sighed. He was entangled too deeply, but that girl was lonely. And Long, maybe he wasn't meant to stay. Their fate is twisted together now, Auntie said. Let it be. The question remains. When Long came back, did he come back to say goodbye? Or did he come back just to lead himself to the water? I am Mr. Greencap. Good night.